Happy Thursday, y'all. Let's talk some baseball. Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Craig Bennett, aka Cash K. Get back with an Underdog fantasy pick'em video. Today, we're going to talk a little bit of baseball. Got a few day games here, so I thought let's jump on it. Found a no runs first inning play that I liked. Hits allowed by a pitcher, and then total bases, we're going to go in under there. So 3 plays we're going to talk about. That is a sweet spot for Underdog. You get that 6x. If you want to join us, you want to join these plays, jump on board, use that promo code CashK and get yourself a free special pick and a first-time deposit offer up to $250 in bonus cash. So with that, we're just going to dive right in. We're going to talk a few of these plays. But right before we do that, we have 2 days remaining on our promo. We are running WNBA 50% off your first month or week. This is going to be the best promo that we run all year. And again, it ends in 2 days. So if you want to jump in and check us out, that is the promo code to offer if you head on over to our website at dailyedgesports.com and check out for, again, this is for Quan and Elite subscribers. First month, first week, WNBA 50 gets you that 50% off. Let's go talk a little Underdog. Let's go. All right, I have the Underdog Fantasy Pick'em desktop up here. They got a sweet mobile app you can download as well. Again, we got NBA tonight, but I thought we would talk a little baseball here with some of these day games. Let me know in the comments. Do you think Dallas is going to close this out tonight, or do you think Minnesota is going to hit one more? Let me know what you think in the comments. But again, we're going to jump on these 3 plays, going to talk about them and why I like them. If you don't know, over at Underdog Fantasy Pick'em here, I don't know if they had this last year, but the MLB combos, you can get no runs first inning here. And one thing I like about it is they have quite a bit of more options here than you have a lot of other DFS sites that are out there. So it's one thing that I do like. And one of the best plays for me, no runs first inning today, right here, we're going the Kansas City Royals and the Minnesota Twins, Singer and Paddock. And I pulled up and looked at these guys a little bit. Brady Singer this year is 4-0 on the road, 10-1 overall, no runs first inning. In Minnesota, Chris Paddock is 5-1 at home, 8-2 overall, no runs first inning. So they've been doing a really good job at getting not allowing runs in the first inning. And I believe the odds are up there around -150, -155 on Pinnacle. If you're looking for just to compare some odds right there. So if we're going to get anything like this, I'm definitely going to jump on it. Singer Paddock, we're going to go lower than a half first inning runs allowed, which is no run first inning. I know a lot of people ask about that when we do talk about it, but that's the no run first inning. Singer and Paddock. Now we'll go back over to MLB, and there's just so much here that they offer for baseball. I mean, you're not going to find a DFS site out there that has as many different options for baseball here. So the first one we're going to look at is an early game. We got the Brew Crew at home playing my Cubbies, and we're going to look at Colin Rea here. And I'm going to go higher than 5 hits allowed. Now, Cubs have been struggling over the last 30 days. However, Colin, if we look at just what he's done this year, this line was at 4.5. And the projection got pushed to 5. I'm still okay at 5. Last 3 games, he's given up 7, 6, and 8 hits allowed to the Royals, the Pirates, and the Astros. And again, now he's going up against the Cubs. Hopefully, the Cubs can get this moving a little bit. But if we look at every start that he's had 9 starts this season, and he's given up 5 or more hits in 7 of those 9 games. The only 2 games he didn't do it against. He had lower than that were the Yankees and Tampa Bay, and that was back in May, so early May and then late April. So he is facing quite a bit of batters here, quite a decent pitch selection. It's just a spot that I do like. I'm going to go higher. I think that at the 4.5, it was right, the pinnacle. If we go kind of look at one of our tools here, and look at MLB. I think it was it might have got pulled off here. It was one of the higher. Yeah, right here. It was minus 150 at Pinnacle for the higher than 4.5. We have them projected for 5.75. Again, you get all these tools, not just the Underdog tools, but all the tools that we have with your elite membership. If you want to check that out. But yeah, I just kind of looked at this a little bit, sorted by over to kind of get you the plus EV stuff, and then our projection has at 5.75. So we have them almost one more hit allowed than that line. So that was one of the reasons that I did like that play for Colin Ria at the higher at 5 hits allowed. The next one we're going to go to, man, I could talk all day about this guy. Ex-Cubby here, Javier Baez. If you want to talk about a guy that absolutely fell off the wagon once he went to Detroit, and you want to talk about one of the worst contracts ever, Javier Baez is a case study here. I mean, shoo. And we're going to go lower than 1.5 total bases here. And going up against Boston, Nick Pivetta is on the bump. Nick Pivetta hasn't given up more than 2.5 runs in 7 of his last 9 games, only averaging 1.8 earned runs in those games. And for Javier Baez, if you ever not watched this guy bat, he cannot hit a slider. If we look at the arsenal that Nick Pivetta has, he does throw a fastball 50% of the time, but it's well known that Javier Baez cannot hit a slider. I mean, he just cannot. It's. I didn't think it could get worse from last year to this year, but it truly has. Luckily, Pivetta, his second pitch he throws the most is that slider at 27% of the time. And if you just throw 3 straight sliders to Baez, you're going to strike him out. And just looking at some of the stats with Javier Baez this year in 2024 is just absolutely amazing. If we look at every game this year, 45 games this year so far, and he has only had over 1.5 bases in 9 games in 45. 82% under the entire season of under 1.5 total bases. Basically, he's going to hit you a home run, maybe get you a double, but he's going to probably strike out the majority of the time. If we look at his, again, the last 20 games, 85% on the under here. Head-to-head matchups, we have to go all the way back to last year. He hasn't faced him this year, but last year he did hit Nick once where he went yard on him. But other than that, offers. And again, if you just throw that slider to him, and if you go look at his pitch chart on the slider away, just absolutely abysmal. 0 for 5 up in the zone slider. You get that ball down in the zone. 3 for 27 for a 111 batting average for that sweeping slider away for Javier Baez. And again, as long as you can keep that away from him, he just will continue to swing at it. It's just absolutely insane. So, yeah, those are the 3 that we're kind of looking at here. Again, I like the 6X. When you play 3, this one's going to be a little less because we're taking the 0.8X here for Javier Baez just because I like this play. You still get a 4.8X, which isn't bad on these 3 plays. We'll throw this one in, lock it in. 200 for 960. We'll throw this one in. Nope, they ain't going to let us throw this one in. On the same team. We don't have them on the same. KC, Minnesota. Combined players on the same team between sport and MLB and MLB combos on an entry is not allowed. I don't have them on the same team here, so we'll refresh this thing and see if we can get our line back up. Maybe it was just a glitch in the system, or maybe I'm not seeing anything, but I don't have anybody on the same team here. Yeah, combo same team between sports. So yeah, I guess we'll have to adjust this a little bit, but those are the 3 plays that I do like. If you just want to run, Colin and Baez on a 2-man here, maybe looking at something else. But I have to look at this a little bit more because to me that makes no sense. Why you can't run those 3 together because there's not teams in the same game here with Singer and Paddock. So again, have to look into that one a little bit. Maybe I log off and log back on. And it'll take it. But again, those are 3 plays that we do like. Appreciate you guys. Head on over to dailysports.com and check us out. Hope to see you make a little green like always. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Deuces.